a lot of Sri Lankan elements incorporated into that design as well. So that's again another great design to look out for.
Yeah, definitely.
So like that, I mean, are there new things that are coming out of this? Do you see people coming up with new ideas because of this platform that you have given them?
Yes, we do see a lot of designs getting better, the concepts are getting more intricate and elaborate, and actually no one's leaving any stones unturned and it's amazing to see how they are, the response that the effort they're putting into being a part of the show. And
actually I must add something to this, because these kind of shows actually help, like like you said, like now about the designers in Sri Lanka. These kind of shows really help the upcoming young entrepreneurs to showcase their the collections, like like in Sri Lanka. I don't think every designer is a rich person who can spend a lot of money to do a show, like book a hotel and do a show and all these things. So in that way, the Models magazine and plus Roseanne Dias has really helped, and she has really thought of it, and because she has been in the industry and she has really thought of it, and these kind of shows have to happen in Sri Lanka, so that we can showcase more and more talent.
Definitely.
Yes, we're very proud to work with Roseanne Dias so closely on organizing this show, and I greatly admire her for all the effort she puts into helping the younger designers to come out and show their talent.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And a lot of talent will be showcased at the runway, and this is happening today and tomorrow at the Hilton Colombo. Something that you should check out. We're going for a very short break. Welcome back to the show. Now, if you are interested in fashion, this is a great show to be a part of, and of course, who isn't interested in fashion? We all want to know what's happening. And the Runway 2014 is happening today and tomorrow at the Hilton Colombo, a beautiful show showcasing many of the design talent that we have here in Sri Lanka, great labels and great brands, great trends that are coming up in Sri Lanka as well. So something that you do not want to miss out if you are a fashion fan, and it's a place where you should be seen with the cream of the fashion scene here in Colombo. But when we speak about what it's like to work with so many designers, now Michelle, I'm sure being part of the organizing committee and working with so many designers, let's talk about that experience.
Well, actually it was a very interesting experience because I met so many people and I got to learn firsthand about what inspires them and their creations and how they began. It was a very exciting experience, I must say.
I see, and now you know all the designers personally as well.
Yes, I do. I'm
does she call you up all the time, Anushka?
Oh yeah, she was like every day in the morning, like started chatting with us and asking all the information, because we are young entrepreneurs, not like all the famous designers. So
I was bullying them.
I see. So all of that is coming out now on the morning show.
Oh yeah.
Having you both seated next to each other.
I think she had a really hard time, because she had to contact me many times to ask about my details. Which I didn't mean to.
I decided to bully him.
Just because
let him think he was giving me a hard time, but he wasn't. He was a darling.
Let her think that I was bullied. Okay, she's happy now.
All right, then since both of you are happy, there are instances when designers have to go through tough times as well, and especially if there's things like wardrobe malfunctions, things like that happening during a show. How do designers sort of deal with that?
No, you just have to, when it's come to a situation like that, you just have to have backup dressers. Especially, let's say that as a designer, one designer in one segment, you can say, okay, no, there's no design, one dress, okay, then it's fine, forget about that, and you can just send all the rest of, if you really don't have any other choice. but when it's come to a fashion show like this, you have like you have only very limited time, very limited designs that you can showcase. So with that limited garments, that you have to showcase the talent and the trends and it's when it's come to a fashion show, when it's come to a segment, it's all about a story. Now on 23rd tomorrow, my at runway show, my collection will be a story. I'll be showing a story. It has to be like that. So whatever it is, like whatever you show, it should not be boring to, it should not bore the should not be boring to the audience, you know.
And do you feel that with shows like this coming up, that one day Sri Lankan fashion will be up there with the international brands as well?
For sure,
most definitely.
In no time. If we have very generous people like Roseanne Dias and very generous magazines like models and very generous people like them who's bullying the designers, of course, yes, there should be it will be in a really higher level. Even right now, it is with a lot of young entrepreneurs, plus the input which the industry get by the very professional designers. I mean,
so it's a rich sort of exchange of ideas and creativity. But if there are any youngsters out there who are watching the show, or even someone who is in a different career but wants to get into fashion design as a profession, what can you say? What is the advice that both of you as professionals in this field can give out?
Well, I would say it's not a bed of roses, as he said, because of what I have seen so far, but it's worth the ride. Believe me, it is. And I'm saying, give it all you got, get into it, be creative, go all out, and you can make it.
Definitely. All right. So Michelle, Anushka, it's
well. I just have to say one thing about this, because do I have time?
You said in a very short time.
Very short time. So okay. So just because when as a designer, when you get into the field, don't just try to earn from that. Just like that itself. Like, you know, just first you learn. Spend your money. You don't have to spend in a unwisely way, but you should spend in a wise way. Like, you know, just think, get your information, go online. Just don't do a design just for the sake of doing it. Like, go online, check the latest trends. There are a lot of websites, and like, you know, check. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. That's how I've done it. And even senior designers are doing it the same way. They have taught us to do this. So study well, and just go through it. And then first you start doing something, and then you bring your talent up, then you will be in a right path.
Of course.
So very wise words coming from Anushka and Michelle this morning. Thank you so much for being with us. And of course, you will see designers just like Anushka featured at the Runway 2014 happening today and tomorrow. So with that, we are going to wrap up today's segment of Good Morning Sri Lanka. We hope you had a great time on the show, and we'll see you tomorrow as well. Till then, take care.